By 1780, the war had been going on for about 5 years. And for the first time, it started to feel smaller. Not easier, not any closer to victory, but more focused. The British were stretched thin, their strategy had shifted to the south, their resources were divided across an entire empire. And Washington begins to notice something important, and that was that the war was no longer everywhere at once. There were fewer major armies, there were fewer places where everything was hinged at the same time, and that mattered because for years his biggest problem had been scale. Too many fronts, too many unknowns, too many decisions happening that were all beyond his reach. Now, slowly that began to change, and he still couldn't control everything, but he could see patterns forming. British forces were concentrating, French naval power was growing, and supply lines were stretching. So the chaos, was kind of narrowing down. And now Washington doesn't take time to celebrate this. He actually takes time to study it because the narrowing meant something else too. It meant the war was approaching a moment where decisions would matter more than endurance, where patience would give way to timing, and where one mistake could do everything he had spent years protecting. So he waited, and he gathered information and intelligence. He watched movements up and down the coast. He listened carefully to the French commanders. And for the first time in a long time, he began to think in terms of possibility. Not survival, not victory yet, but opportunity. And as the war slowly narrowed, Washington understood something rather critical, and that is was after years of just holding things together, the next phase wouldn't be about endurance. It would be about choosing the right moment to act.